Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Welcome to Jagadanbe Reads the Holy Books of India, Ramayana43. As you may remember, Trishanku got turned into a Chandala. Trishanku thought for a while and decided there was one rishi who would surely help him. He had heard so much about the intense tapas which Kaushika had performed and about his becoming a Rajarshi because of his tapas. Trishanku hurried towards the spot where Kaushika was and saw him absorbed in tapas. The king stood by and Kaushika felt someone standing near him and opened his eyes. He looked at the dark and ugly Chandala standing at some distance. His eyes and his face were the very picture of woe, and Kaushika, whose heart was always ready with sympathy, felt that this person was suffering intensely. He called him near and asked him, "I can see that you are Trishanku, the king of Ayodhya. You are a great warrior and a good king. What can I do for you? I know that this Chandala form of yours is the result of a curse. Tell me, what can I do to help you?" Hearing the words of affection which were spoken by Kaushika, the king was overcome with gratitude and his eyes filled with tears. He said, "My guru Vashishta and his sons have refused to grant me my desire. I asked them to make me reach the heavens with this human body, and they would not grant my wish. I have performed 100 yagnas, but evidently that is not enough. I have never once in my life spoken an untruth, and I will not do so hereafter. I swear I have ruled my subjects with great care, and I have never once transgressed the rules which a kshatriya should follow. I have always tried to please the elders, and have always set my mind on dharma. Seeing that all this seems to be futile, when it cannot grant me a small desire, I realize that people's attempts are always useless, and fate is the only powerful factor. Everything is controlled by fate, and fate is the ultimate refuge of all. I have now come to you to ask you if you will help me realize this dream in my heart, to reach the heavens with this mortal body. I have no one else to whom I can go with this request, and it is up to you to help me and prove that even fate can be subdued by the attempts of a person." Kaushika was filled with pity and compassion for this king who had been so unfortunate. He spoke in a soft and gentle voice, and he said, "O king, you are welcome to be with me in my home. The world knows what a righteous monarch you are. I have decided to help you. Do not be afraid. I will summon all the rishis and ask them to help me perform a yagna. With this Chandala form, which your guru's curse has given you, with this form, I say, I will make you ascend to the heavens. Kaushika had been approached as a refuge by you, and you cannot be sent back empty-handed. I will do what you want me to do." Kaushika then instigated his sons to collect all that was necessary for the performance of the yagna. He summoned his disciples and said, "Go and ask all the rishis to come here at my request. Let them bring their entire ashrams with them." The disciples went to all the quarters to bring the many rishis. They came, all of them, except the sons of Vashishta and the father too. Vashishta's sons' words were very comical indeed. "A strange sight this yagna will be, with a kshatriya to perform the yagna, and with a Chandala as the object of the yagna. We wonder how the participants will react, the divine beings who have to receive their shares of the havis at the hands of one who is not a Brahmin. They will have to eat the food touched by a Chandala and served by a kshatriya, since Kaushika is not a Brahmin." When he heard these words, Kaushika was highly incensed, and with his eyes red with anger, he cursed them to be nishadas. Kaushika then addressed the rishis who had come there at his request and said, "This is the king Trishanku, a descendant of Ishvaku. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.